Listen to me carefully because this might be the most important thing you hear today, and it is not going to be easy to accept, but you need to understand this right now because your entire future depends on it. And I want you to imagine that moment when you wake up in the morning with no alarm, no plan, no urgency. You just roll over and check your phone and scroll mindlessly because you tell yourself one more day won't matter, and you're safe in that comfort. But deep down, there's this burning ache in your chest that you were made for more, that you know you're wasting your own potential. And it doesn't matter how many motivational videos you watch, or how many books you buy, or how many times you promise yourself you'll change, because none of it will work if you don't finally decide to attack that weak voice inside you that wants you to stay small and safe. Because I've been there too. I've felt that same lazy, heavy fog where you forget your own hunger, your goals, your discipline, and it happened to me after a month-long trip where I did nothing but enjoy life. No laptop, no work calls, just pure indulgence. And it felt good. But when I came back, I was empty. I had no focus, no spark, and for days I was stuck in that cycle of telling myself tomorrow I'll fix it. But tomorrow never comes unless you break it with something brutal and honest. I want you to picture the tallest building you know, like the Burj Khalifa, rising into the sky, looking like it defies gravity. But do you know why it stands so tall? It's because its foundation goes so deep. It's buried beneath the earth. It spent over a year just on that foundation alone, because anything that stands high must first go deep. And your life is no different. If you try to build your goals on weak, half-hearted discipline, you will collapse over, and you'll blame luck, or the world, or circumstances. But the truth is, you refuse to pause and dig deep before you attacked, because most people want to rush into change. They want to say from tomorrow, I'll wake at 5 a.m., I'll work out, I'll study for hours, but they don't pause to ask why they want it. They don't ask what habits keep them trapped. They don't ask how they can make it easier. So they burn out in 2 days and call themselves failures. And I'm telling you right now to stop lying to yourself. Stop saying tomorrow and sit with your own thoughts for 20 minutes and ask yourself the brutal questions. What is the one thing you truly want? Discipline for what habits are killing you, quietly every day. How can you make change simpler so you don't abandon it? Because until you face those answers, you're just playing pretend, and discipline doesn't come to those who pretend. It comes to those who are willing to admit they're lost and then fight their way back. And when you get that clarity, you have to attack, because your mind is your real enemy. It will lie to you every morning. It will tell you sleep more. It will tell you check your phone. It will tell you just skip today because one day doesn't matter. But one day is everything. One skipped day becomes 2, then 3. Then you look back and wonder where the year went, and you feel the regret so sharp it makes you hate yourself a little. And that's why you have to learn to command your mind before it commands you. You have to make your environment your weapon, your reminders, your accountability, your surroundings. They all matter more than you think because your environment shapes you in ways you don't even see. Put your goals on your walls. Put sticky notes on your mirror. Write what you want to become where you can't ignore it. Give yourself 7 days, 7 boxes to check off with no breaks, no excuses. And don't even think about 30 days or a lifetime. Just win the next 7, because discipline isn't about forever. It's about today, and then tomorrow, and then the next day. And the magic is that if you can chain together a week, you can chain together a month. And if you can do a month, you can do a year. And that's how you change your life. Not with one giant leap, but with hundreds of small, unbroken steps. And yes, it will hurt. Yes, it will feel unnatural at first because you've trained yourself to be weak, and you will want to quit. But that is exactly why you can't, because you'll never forgive yourself if you do. You need to understand that discipline is not your enemy. It is the door to your freedom. You think being lazy is freedom, but it's a prison. It's the source of your stress, your regret, your anxiety. You're not avoiding pain, you're just postponing it. Discipline is the pain you choose, so you can avoid the pain. You don't want discipline isn't punishment, it's protection. It's the shield between you and the regret that will eat you alive when you're old and you realize you wasted your one chance. So you have to flip that story in your mind. Stop saying discipline is hard. Start saying discipline is the only thing that will save you. And don't try to overcomplicate it at night. Write down 10 things you think you need to do, and then cross out 7, and choose the 3 that matter most. Focus only on those because less is more. Your mind can't handle chaos, but it can master clarity when you reduce the noise. You see what actually matters, and you act on it. And the research proves that people who focus on just 1 to 3 meaningful tasks see their productivity skyrocket. And it's not about fancy planners or apps. It's about making one small promise to yourself every single day, and keeping it even when you don't want to, especially when you don't want to. Wake up at the same time every day no matter what, because that single habit will start a domino effect in your life. You don't have to wake at 5 a.m. or 8 a.m. Just be consistent, because your mind learns to obey when you teach it. Routine. And when you do that, you begin to build an identity that says, I am disciplined, I do what I say, and that identity will change how you see yourself. And when your subconscious believes it, discipline stops being a fight, it becomes who you are. So stop waiting, stop planning to plan, stop imagining some perfect day when you'll feel ready. You will never feel ready. You will either do it now or you will regret it forever. And I'm telling you this because I was you. I failed and quit and lied to myself until I decided I couldn't keep living that way. And I want you to know that you can change, but only if you're willing to fight for it. So fight, because no one is coming to save you. And if you want it, then prove it by what you do today, not what you say tomorrow. You say tomorrow. Ask ChatGPT.